here. Stand on up. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
My name is Beverly.
Hi, Beverly, and I love your necklace, Beverly.
Thank you so much. I lost a brother a year ago, 53 years old.
Okay.
He went to bed, didn't wake up.
Okay.
No
Don't tell me any more
goodbyes.
about how he died or anything. What's his first name, sweetheart?
Larry.
Larry. Okay, give me a moment, please. Everyone's so tight. There's a lot of today. Okay. Larry, it looks to me as though you already told me how that he passed when he was sleeping, so I can't talk to you about that part because I already know now. But I do feel as though there was some ongoing health issues with him. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not saying, but especially I want to talk about heart, blood, but something like that. He didn't really take very good care of himself, to be honest with you, Beverly. And I feel like it wasn't something that just came up over time, right away. I feel as though even though it may have happened that way, it was from years and years of not really taking very good care of himself. And, you know, he was a little stubborn, too. You know what I'm saying about that? So he didn't listen. He didn't like doctors to begin with, so he certainly didn't listen to them when they told him certain things. But, thank you, what I want to say about it and what he's saying right now, I want to say, like, even though some people might have thought of him as, like, a little bit, like, gruff, at times, I feel like he had a really good sense of humor. He would often laugh at himself and things like that. Does that make sense to you about him? Yeah, because he's laughing right now as he's talking to me. He's showing me a very kind of, again, laid-back person when it comes to he just wanted to live the way he wanted to live. He didn't want anyone to tell him how to live his life. And what he's saying to you is, listen, even though you miss me and you feel as though if I had done this or that differently, I might still be there with you, I want you to know and I want you to understand, one, not only am I still with you, but two, I did live the way I wanted to live, even though people may not think that. So be happy for me in that, because that was more important than extending my life. And he was not a guy that could live like in a box, do you understand? Like rigidly, this is the rule, this is the schedule, anything like that. I feel like from the time he was very young, he was considered a little bit of a rebel, if you will. Do you understand? And so this carried throughout his life because that was his nature. Yes, there were things that happened in his life that you could look at and say, well, this is why he's like this and that's why he's like that. That is true. There are some of those things that happen. However, what he's telling me is, yeah, even if that didn't happen, I was still going to be this way because that's who I was. And you were always, yeah, okay. He says, you were always the one that made sense. You were always the logical one. You were always the one that I looked to. He wants you to understand that. Even though he didn't always listen, he wants you to know that he always looked up to you. And you were always there for him no matter what, even when other people were judging him. Do you understand this? He said, you never judged me, sis. And for that, I am very, very thankful. Do you understand?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Many blessings.
Thank you so much. Who has a happy question?
Yeah, right?
We need a happy question.
John can't take anymore. Can we have some happy questions, please?
Stand on up. Hi.
Hi, Jack.
How are you?
Good, missed you.
Good. I missed you too. What would you like to ask?
Hi, Julie. My name is Karen.
Hi, Karen.
I've got a lot of stuff coming up in the near future, and I just want to know if you see a positive progression.
Well, it has to be
here.
because Johnny wants happy, so the only answer I can... Okay, so here's what I'm getting, Karen, with this things coming up. There's actually more than one thing that is changing or transitioning in your life, correct? And I feel like this year, as you get to the end of the year, we're wrapping all of that stuff up, okay? It's been a rough year, baby, but you've managed it all. It's kind of like, you know those guys that are in the city and they're moving the shelves around and stuff like that? That's what you were doing. But again, as we get to the end of the year, it's closing up. I'm going into the new year, and this is where I see the gears starting to move, where the things begin to make their shift in a way where you can see it, where it begins to really manifest itself. When I get into March is an amazing month for you. Now let me just say this part, sweetheart. We're going to go right around second, third week in March. That gets amazing. The week leading up to it, though, you're going to be a nervous wreck. You're going to feel like, oh, my God, I thought everything was going to come together. And what Spirit's saying about that is, just relax when that happens and remind yourself, because it's going to look like there's some things tying up what seems to be coming, But that's not going to be the case. At the 11th hour, so to speak, it's like it's put into a boomerang, or not a boomerang, what are those slingshot.
Slingshot.
It's like it's put into a slingshot, and when it's released, all sorts of magnificent things begin to happen. And this is going to affect money for you as well. I know, you didn't expect that part,
No,
did you?
that's a nice part.
This is a very nice part.
That's a bonus right there, huh?
That's
Sure
a very
is.
good bonus. So, see, happy thing gave you a happy thing, but it's an actual thing as well. So once all this is out of the way, clears the way, things are changing, peace is coming in, things are settling down, everyone's going back to their little corners, so to speak. You understand this?
I think so.
Yeah, I know you do.
Uh-oh.
But right after that, there's a change in money for you. What I'm seeing is a door's opening, and I'm seeing $2 signs. When I see $2 signs, one is like, hey, you get a little like 10-cent raise or something. $2 signs means that there is definitely some more money that's going to be coming in on a continual basis, and it's more than like a 10-cent raise. You understand?
That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I'll leave that with you with many blessings from
Thank
Spirit.
you. Will you stay up with me and help me go to break here?
Okay.
All right. Help me out a little bit here. Everyone give Julie a hand. Great job. And when we come back, we're going to come back with one of the most famous psychics in New York, one of the top 10. So you don't want to miss this.
We'll be right back.
There you go.